Boys and girls, I like to start my day with a really big stretch, and I'll show you how I do that. I have a yoga strap, but you might want to get the belt off your dressing gown because that'll work just as well. So the first thing I do is I do a really big stretch. Stretch my arms right up to the sky and pull your head back. You're pointing your fingers up to the sky. The stretch is coming all the way to the ends of your fingers. We're going to bring our chin down to the chest now. We're going to put our hands on the floor. We're just going to do some movements. A few rotations to the left and then a few to the right. And come down to lying on the ground. And this is where you need your strap. So first of all, you're going to lie down and we're going to do a really big stretch. So take your hands behind you, stretch your arms, point your toes, point your fingers. The stretch is coming all the way from the tips of your toes right up to your fingernails. And now we're going to bring our legs into the chest, one at a time. And we're going to hug our knees. You might want to rock from side to side. And that gives your lower back a little massage as well. Now we're going to straighten our right leg, take that back along the floor, and keep your left leg bent into the body. And this is where you need your strap. Put your strap around the ball of your foot and push that heel up to the sky. So your leg should be nice and straight, your foot is flexed, and your heel is pushing up to the sky. Put your head on the mat and keep pushing that heel up to the sky, and you will feel the stretch all the way down the back of that leg. Now you take that leg out to the left and put your arm on the floor, your right arm on the floor, and that will help you to balance. So that leg goes out to the left and only go as far as you can. As soon as you feel your hip, your right hip coming off the floor, you need to push that hip back to the floor and bring that leg back in. You've maybe gone a little bit too far there. And bring that leg back into the middle. We're now going to take the leg over to the right, so we're crossing the body. And to do that, you swap hands. Put your strap in the other hand. Put your left arm out straight and take that leg across the body. And you might feel the stretch down the outside of that leg now. Bring it back into the body. Bend your knee and take your strap off. Straighten that leg. We're going to do the same on the other leg. So put your strap on the ball of your foot and push that heel up to the sky. You feel that stretch all the way down the back of your hamstring that runs all the way from your heel right up to your bottom. Now we're going to take that leg out to the right. We're going to do this very, very slowly. Nice slow movement. And make sure your left hip keeps firmly on the floor. And bring that leg back into the centre line. Now we need to swap hands. Place our right arm along the floor. And bring this leg across the body. And you'll feel a stretch up the side of your leg now. Bring that back into the body. And take your strap off. Bring both feet up to both knee heels up to your bottom. We're going to cross your right leg over your left. And we're going to slide one hand down the side and the other hand in the gap. And we're going to interlace our fingers behind that left thigh. And we're just going to pull that leg into the body. And you'll feel a stretch down the side of your right, down the side of your right hip. And put that foot on the floor. Cross over our legs. Now we're going to cross our left leg over. And the arm goes down the side of the left leg, in the gap of the legs, interlace your fingers and pull that leg into the body. And you'll feel a stretch all the way down here. Put that foot back on the floor. Put 2 feet on the floor. Now interlace your fingers behind your thighs, and we're just going to do a little rock here. 2, and then on the third one, we're going to come up to sitting. Now, we're going to stretch out our shoulders. I'll show you how we do that. We get our band in our hand and put it over our shoulder. Now we're going to grab the band with the other hand. So, if I turn around, I can show you. So we're using our band to walk our fingers up and to see if we can touch fingers, and that's giving ourselves a lovely stretch all the way down our shoulders and our back. So should we try that together? Get your band in your right hand, put the other band over your back and grab hold of your band. Then you're going to walk your fingers up your band and see if you can touch fingers when you get to the top. And then we do the other side. You might find it's easier on one side than the other. So we'll do the other side now. One hand up and one hand down. And walk your hands up your band. You might find you can get your fingers to touch on one side and not the other. That just means you're a little bit tight on one side or the other, and everyone is, so don't worry about that. And release. Okay, now we're going to come into cat-cow. So we're now going to work our back, our spine. We're going to stretch up our spine. We'll come to our all-four position, and we're going to bring our bottom under and our chin under. And then we're going to push our bottom up to the sky and our head up to the sky. So toes together, heels apart. We're going to sit back onto our heels. Slide our knees apart. And we're going to bring the chest down to the floor. And we've done our stretch for this morning. We're now going to do our yoga resting pose called child pose. So bring our chest to the floor, your head, forehead to the mat, and your hands by the side of the body. And we're just going to take some deep breaths in. Shoulders and push yourself up. Well done, boys and girls. You've done your morning stretch and you're ready to start the day.